Eastern time. We've got 47 minutes to go. Coming up next, we're going to go down to the trading floors. And later on, the Merck shearing plow deal giving signs of life to the M&A market. Maybe. Are we going to see any private money to start to flow into these deals? Deals like this one? Strategic mergers coming up? The CEO of the M&A Advisor joining us with his take. Coming up, countdown to the closing bell. Stay with us, guys. And if they're looking for the same type of deal from the UAW, we'll let you know if we find out. All right, the Merck shearing plow deal. Is this a sign of life in the mergers and acquisitions world? Joining us now is Roger Aguinaldo, CEO of the M&A Advisor, which connects professionals in M&A activity, distressed investing, financial activity. Overall, are you excited, pleased to see this deal come through? Because it did get bank financing, which I was surprised to see, frankly.
Right. Yeah, that's really, if you look at this, the most exciting part of this whole thing. The deal is cash and stock, and part of the cash is going to be financed by J.P. Morgan, which is about $8.5 billion of financing. The banks, quote unquote, aren't really closed if that kind of financing is going on. And let's figure out why this financing is going on. This financing is going on because this is a great strategic merger for the companies. Their company is cash flowing, so they have the ability to pay back the financing on this, and they're going to realize some accretive benefits from this merger.
Do you think that as we go forward that we're going to see more M&A deal because companies realize they've got to get larger to compete, like Merck and Shearing Plow obviously are realizing in this space? Do you think that we're going to see this big consolidation across airlines, consumer staples?
You would think you would see a lot of that, but again, the depressed economy, the uncertainty of how to project out cash flows is making it somewhat difficult for the M&A market for mergers to happen. And in fact, generally, any investment to happen, it's a little bit hard to predict what's going to be happening with the general economy. However, I think the bright side of this Merck transaction is that the financing is in here. There are spots of this economy that are doing well, and you're going to see some more M&A activity.
Well, but, you know, even though, I mean, again, it seems like a positive light that we're, again, getting the financing from J.P. Morgan out of this. But, you know, at the same time, we're hearing that credit is actually tightening up again.
Right.
This is after TARP 2 is already working its way through the system. What happens to M&A if you don't get the lending standards to loosen up?
Well,
if they tighten up.
Right. Well, strategics are going to try to get their money through their operating cash flow, and more bank finances is going to probably go to them more so than the financial buyers, the private equity. I will tell you that the private equity companies are having a lot of problems raising financing nowadays. I'm not here to say that this announcement today is going to solve all of our problems, but it's one indication that there are deals that could be getting done today. All
right. Well, I'm hoping to have you back, Roger, because that means we've got another M&A deal to talk about. And I'm looking for that in this market right now. Roger Aguinaldo, thank you very much,
Thanks,
sir.
Cheryl.
All right, well, let's look at Merck right now. The stock, of course, they're the buyer, so you're going to get this. But it's at a 14-year low. It hit that at one point today, intraday. Right now it's down a little more than 9% at $20.68. Does Wall Street like this deal? Because, Sandra, they don't seem to really care